I'm happy to say that this company, HCA, has now become one of our biggest customers. And I was flying out here, and our new owner, the chairman of or the TA partner, called me and he said, wouldn't it be great to have HCA on the stage, right? So literally on a Friday, I called HCA and said, hey, would you mind coming up and telling the rest of this story for everybody, right? And so I called Dave Cozen, who runs the whole EUC department, and he did what every good leader should do, is he said, I want to have the guy who actually manages the IGEL come up on the stage and tell his story. So I'd like to bring that person up here right now. His name is Todd Bates, and he's going to fill you in on the rest of this story. So Todd, welcome to the stage. Got a mic for you? Oh, they gave you one.
That's the scariest part of the whole thing.
It is. Good to see you, Todd. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really a wonderful city, growing quickly, and you are part of something very special here in Nashville. Tell us a little bit about HCA and what you do there.
HCA, we're a Nashville-based healthcare organization. We have upwards to 185,000 185 facilities across the United States and some in London.
Amazing, and I heard you have 250,000 employees. They're not all here in Nashville,
yeah,
but that's a
ballpark when you include all the facilities and the clinicians, et cetera.
Yep, and so you're kind of a rookie at HCA. I heard 23 years?
23 years, most of the time in data and analytics. I came over to this team in May, so this has been a whole new world for me. It's been very exciting.
Yeah, well, you got to chase the new shiny thing, right? So tell us a little bit about how you're using IGEL today and the use case.
So we have about 50,000 devices across our facilities. That's a lot. We're shooting to get up to 70,000. And they're used mostly in the clinicians, nurses, and physicians, and it's been a very successful experience with us.
So I know when we talked, you said you originally, obviously, we resurfaced a lot of these Dell devices, but talk a little bit about your strategy for the 70,000 devices in terms of how you're thinking about standardization.
Standardization is very important. So when we first started, there was a lot of variation across the different facilities out there, a lot of different device types, a lot of different versions of IGEL. And so back in May, one of the things we wanted to do was try to land on a platform that we could, I guess you'd call it future-proof it, right? We wanted to make sure it was gonna be stable and that it was gonna have some longevity to it. And so we landed on a HP product. It was the T540. It's been very successful for us. And then with the 11.8.200 and up, it's been extremely successful for us. So we have a very stable platform, and so we have more and more facilities asking, when can we start migrating some other machines over to IGEL?
Love to hear that.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, so how many people does it take for your team to manage this 50,000 IGEL?
Oh gosh, a ton. I have 2.
I got worried there for a second.
So we're very excited. We actually had one for a long time, and then we
got to have a backup.
We had to have a backup, right? They couldn't take vacation. So out in the field, there are IT folks who work out in the field, and so they would be like your level 1 support. But when it comes to the level 3 support, administrating the product, doing all the testing, et cetera, it's 2 people.
So what do you think the largest benefit, other than just having a couple people manage IGEL, is for HCA?
Well, uptime is everything in the facility. And so we're on with Microsoft, we're on a monthly patching cycle. And so as you can imagine, besides all the back-end servers, 50,000 devices, that's a lot of patching, that's a lot of downtime. And we just can't afford the downtime. Besides the fact that it's patient impacting, which is the main thing, it interferes with the clinician work, and it's very expensive. And so when we moved to IGEL, we don't have to worry about that. It's done on the back end, not on the device. So,
can you talk a little bit about the security benefits? We've came to the rescue of a number of pretty large hospitals over COVID, and I know ransomware is a big issue for a lot of hospitals. How do you see the security part of it?
So ransomware is a very big concern with facilities. Certainly, it is with ours. One of the benefits, I think one of your folks on the video talked about it, is if something were to happen and a device gets compromised, assuming the back-end infrastructure is in place, you just turn the machine off, boot it, and put another image on there. If somehow or another the device gets compromised, while we're waiting for a standard device to show up, we can pick pretty much any other device and get us up and running again while we're waiting. So rapid response, that's what it's all about.
It's awesome. All right, well, so I know you haven't seen Cosmos yet, but what really excites you about the future of IGEL and kind of getting to 70,000, and beyond?
Well, in our space, what we're really excited about is getting to the 70,000. But if you go to a facility and you see those big display boards up there, tracker boards, we call them, we've had over 1,500 tracker boards across our organization start to use IGEL, and that's becoming a standard across the organization. So we see a lot more tracker boards coming on board using IGEL. So we have that going. And then our new team, very inventive people, we've been asking the question, what next? What happens beyond tracker boards? We're starting to think of use cases where knowledge workers could use the product. Folks in accounting, business folks, et cetera, et cetera. And so we just see an unlimited opportunity with this.
Good. You can be part of helping us attack those 500 million enterprise fat PCs out there.
Count us in.
All right. Thank you so much, Todd. Appreciate it.